1, 1, 2. Check me out right here, yo. In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, hit him while wifey was with him. You heard of us, the murderers, most shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. Opposition, competition of the day in the life of the commission. Yeah.
Mic check, mic check. What's kicking, family? This is Mr. Batch of the BBC, the Big Blue Commission, the G-Men, the New York Football Giants. What I'm about to play for you guys, I've been sitting on for a minute. I was thinking about trying to make it jazzy, spazazzy, snazzy, with a couple of still shots coming across the screen in a nice motion. But once I saw Mythos 1966 and his postseason bounty, the loot that he had garnered from these contests over these few weeks, these few weekends that have come, I said, it's better to keep it simple. So what I suggest out there to you, the Giant faithful that is that if you got the NFC East division gear, put it on. And if you've got the NFC Championship gear, put it on. If you got any kind of Giant gear, whether it be a stick pin, even tape one of them posters from the Daily News to you, put it on. I think you will enjoy what you're about to hear. What you're about to hear is the post-game interviews in the Giant locker room in the victory over the San Francisco 49ers, 20-17 in overtime. It was broadcast live on WFAN 660 on your AM dial in New York and the surrounding areas. Take a listen.
Twice now, Lars Steins has kicked the Giants to the Super Bowl. Talk about that kick and considering the field conditions and the wind and the weather.
Man, I was definitely one of the toughest conditions I've ever played in. The wind, the rain, the ball was so slick. It was hard to snap. It was hard to catch. I tell you what, though, the last snap and hole was perfect, and this team, what can you say about them? We come on the road again, and we win another big game. So here we go.
Talk a little bit about what happened with the delay of game on that before the last field goal. You had a 26-yarder turned into a 31. Was it with the spotting of the ball?
I don't ever look at the clock. That's on Steve and Zach to do that. Not a big deal. I mean, it was kind of close enough to. We actually got a better spot at 31 than we did at 26. So, in hindsight, it worked out perfectly.
Do you live for moments like this?
Yeah, Bob. I mean, I dreamed last night that it was a 42-yarder and it was a 31. Two more penalties, I would have been close. So, I do, man. I mean, I really enjoy that moment and helping us advance. We get another shot in New England, and it's just exciting, man. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, that's Lawrence Steins here in the Giants locker room as the New York Giants win in overtime, 20-17 over the San Francisco 49ers. The Giants are now 5-0 in NFC Championship games. Mrs. Mara's got her hat on. She's got the NFC Championship hat on. She is excited right now.
And you never pick us, and it serves you right.
That's right. There you go. You're talking about Terry Bradshaw. Well, the party is going on in a big way right here in the locker room. This is not what you would call a spacious area, John Spell.
Bob, and address the team.
All right, Giants head coach Tom Coughlin is going to address the team here. And Coach Coughlin has gathered the team around in a circle. There's tons of media in here right now.
Okay.
And he is now talking with his team. That's Giants head coach Tom Coughlin leading the team in the final team prayer, and obviously the New York Giants are going to the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Justin Tuck, look at him. He's He's all smiles right now. I'm going to walk through. Congratulations, Jeff.
Hey, man, thank you. We're going back, Coach.
Yeah, we're going back. Just talk about this team and the way they've come together here and to get into the Super Bowl after the way you guys fought all season to get things right.
It's just another team win tonight, man, and that's what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. Not really caring who gets the credit. You know, we've been having 46 guys playing as one, man. It's amazing to watch how you can just come together as a football team, and that's what we did. We've gelled, and it just seems like we're a team of destiny, and, you know, we're having fun out there.
Special teams, Jaquan Williams, the rookie, makes the big force fumble, and Devin Thomas recovers too. Everybody chipping in.
I mean, that's what it is, man. You know how we win games around here. That's defense, the offense, special teams. Every aspect of this game was won because we played together. Coaching staff did a great job of giving us a game plan. We didn't falter from that. And you give 49ers a lot of credit, man. They're a great football team, and they gave us every blow that we could take. But we just, you know, we made one more play than they did tonight.
Pumped up about Super Bowl 42 rematch?
I'm gonna enjoy this one first, but it's gonna be fun. You know, I always say the best is gonna bring out your best. And Tom Brady and that bunch, that's a great football team. It's gonna be fun to play them.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it, Bob.
All right, let's hand it over to John Schmelkes with OCU Manura.
OC, how satisfying is this? After all the ups and downs this season, you head into the Super Bowl.
It's unbelievable, man. This team, there's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. This is unbelievable. I'm so happy for everybody here. I'm just so happy for everybody.
I don't see so many games this year where the offense has done a lot to win games, but my goodness, you guys stopped them so many times in the fourth quarter and overtime. For a defense, how do you react to the way you won the game?
It was unbelievable, man. This is the way we had to win the game. They were a very good defensive football team, and that's the way we had to do it, and we did it, man. We're a team.
Only one third down conversion for the 49ers the entire game. What do you think about that?
It's unbelievable, man, but that's just you know, we play defense, man. We play good defense, and this is unbelievable. This is truly unbelievable.
Finally, familiar faces in the Super Bowl. One more time with the Patriots. What do you think of that?
It's going to be a dogfight, man. I'm going to enjoy this one for maybe like another day, and then we're going to get right into New England.
Congratulations, OC.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Giants defensive end OCU Manura, John Schmelkin at a raucous New York Giants locker room. The Giants win in overtime on a Lawrence Times field goal to win the NFC Championship. The Giants are headed to Super Bowl 46 in Indianapolis. We're awaiting head coach Tom Coughlin, who's trying to make his way through the locker room to the podium. When he does, we will join him live on WFAN. And the Giants are headed to the Super Bowl, folks, in Indianapolis. After a season where there's been so many ups and downs, so many tough wins, so many great losses. And Victor, can I grab you for a second right here? Victor Cruz, you were a monster in the first half there. Basically, moved the ball down the field almost by yourself at times. What was it like for you, A, adjusting to the rough field field conditions with the rain? And then why did you do so well in that first half, moving it up and down?
You know, we were just finding our open areas on the field, and we were, you know, just attacking it, man. And Eli was doing a great job of getting the ball to me in the right areas. And it's just a dream come true, man. I can't put it any better than that.
How about the job your defense did? For the first time all year, really, your offense had trouble moving the ball in the second half, but your defense really stepped up and picked you guys up.
Yeah, man, they've been playing well all year, man. And, you know, because we were doing so well, that kind of went unnoticed. But defense has been playing lights out, man, and especially down this stretch of games. And you know, a lot of credit to them, man. They've just been playing. They've been playing great. And, you know, we're going to need them. We're going to need everybody to win the Super Bowl.
How about the season, just overall, the ups and downs, the good days, the bad days, the lows after the Saints and the Eagles games, and the highs at the end of the season, just to be where you are today? What does that mean to you?
It means everything, man. You know, we've been through a lot, but we stayed together as a team. We stayed together as an offense, defense, special teams. We understood that we had the talent to make it where we wanted to go, and we just stuck to it. We stuck to our guns, and, you know, we made it to the big show.
And I got to ask you, I'm sure you were watching it back in 2007, Super Bowl 42. It's time for the rematch.
It's time for the rematch. We'll see how it goes, and you know, it should be a great one.
Victor, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Giants wide receiver Victor Cruz heading to the Super Bowl. One of the unknown guys this season. Almost didn't make it out of training camp, folks, and he ends up being a huge reason the Giants are where they are today. In fact, the Giants would not be where they are today without Victor Cruz. Let's throw it over to Bob Papa.
Yeah, Johnny. I'm going to find my man. Hey, Jaquan, let me get Jaquan here for a second. He's on his way to the post.
But Eli's talking right now, okay?
We're going to get him in just a second. Eli is talking at the podium right now. I got to talk to Jaquan, Mr. First Bus, all the time. What were you thinking when you took that early bus with the rest of us? You're the only player in here this morning thinking about playing in this game today, and what was at stake for you?
Man, you know, being a rookie, you know, there's a lot of things, you know, I didn't understand, like, how important it was, you know what I'm saying? But just to see look into guys' eyes like Chris Kenny and Justin Tuck and Osi, man, and, you know, it brought a lot to me. You know, that's just something that rookies, we needed to step up.
Talk to me about the forced fumble on the punt by Kyle Williams. You got it, punched it out, Devis recovered it. What are you thinking as you're flying down there?
Thinking about, you know, somebody has to make the play. You know, somebody has to make the play, and, you know, I just used my speed, and, you know, I was determined to do something. And just to have the opportunity to, you know, help my team move on to the Super Bowl, words couldn't even describe it. I'm happy.
Congratulations, Jaquan. All right, let's send it over to John Schmelke's with Devin Thomas, who recovered both of those fumbles.
Mr. Fumble Recovery, Devin. Let's talk about the first one. It wasn't sure if it hit Kyle Williams or not, but you seemed pretty sure the entire time.
Yeah, man, you know, I was just hustling down the field, trying to get to the returner, man, and the ball was bouncing. I was thinking he might try to pick it up and run with it, so I paid attention real close. I saw the ball touch his knee and it changed the trajectory, so I was like, oh, yeah, that's mine. So I went and scooped it, and I just knew it. When we get challenged, it's going to be ours.
And the second one in overtime, Jaquan Williams forces it. You pounce on it just in the right place at the right time.
Oh, most definitely. You know, I just got to give all the thanks to the man upstairs. You know, Jaquan made a great play, forced the fumble, and I was right there to scoop it up, you know, put us in position so we can win the game. That's all that matters.
And I know Coach Dress going into this game, winning the turnover battle. They were plus 28 this year, best in the NFL. Yet you guys had the 3 big turnovers in this game that really, without them, you probably wouldn't have won.
No doubt. You know, and that's one thing we kept pressing about was turnovers. You know, the team with the turnovers, you know, win the turnover battle can win the game. And all I know is we try to do our best to keep the dream alive. We always believed, and we pull out the victory.
Devin, congratulations. Patriots next week. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great one. 2 great teams playing each other. Can't wait.
Thanks, Devin. Appreciate it. Congratulations. That's Devin Thomas. Over to Bob Papa. He's with Matthias Kiwanuka, who had a couple big sacks and big stops during this game. Bob?
Yep, we're with Matthias Kiwanuka right now. And first, can you put into words how you're feeling right now as a member of the 07 team, but you were hurt and didn't get a chance to play in the Super Bowl, and now you will?
I mean, it's hard to describe. I mean, everything just comes full circle sometimes. You know, if you just keep grinding, keep pushing, believe in the skills that God gives you. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Talk about the way this team has rallied down the stretch here and the way you guys have stuck together and you're playing your best ball at the right time.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, we knew we were capable of much greater things than what we were showing earlier in the year. And for everybody to come together, everybody to remain focused and bought in and sold into the goal and to the dream. I mean, that's what championship caliber teams are built of. So, you know, we're still pushing. We got one more game to win, and then we'll celebrate after that one.
Schematically, look, they did some things to try to negate your pass rush and get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. A couple times they had him run with it. Just talk about sort of what you had to do with it, deal with them today offensively, especially since Gore was running so well.
No, I mean, it was a battle. It was a battle all the way around. It was, you know, it was not an easy task at all. They got to this point for a reason, and their coaching staff had a good game plan. Just fortunately, we had the players and the coaching staff to come out on top.
Jaquan Williams has grown over the course of the season. He forces that fumble. Just talk about the way this young man has developed.
The young man's going to be a star. I mean, if you watch him on the field, he can play pretty much any position on the field. He's got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the strength. But what he's putting together right now is the wherewithal, the ability to understand game situations and to come up with big plays. And, I mean, you got to tip your hat to that kid. He's definitely working.
Thanks, Matthias.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it to the podium and Coach Coughlin.
Offensively, you know, the play that Eli made on 3rd down that got us the touchdown that gave us the lead was just an incredible football play. And then the play at the end of the game, there were 2 of them. The ball that hit the return man's knee, and then the ball that was stripped by Jaquan Williams and recovered by Devin Thomas, which gave us, you know, field position that we needed. We were then able to rush the ball a little bit and got it in the middle of the field, kicked the field goal to win. But just a classic football game that seemed like no one was going to put themselves in position to win it, and but we were able to do that, and so I'm very proud of this group, congratulating our ownership, our team, our coaches for the way that they prepared and performed here. The 49ers are a very good football team. They don't need me to say that, but they certainly have a formula that I admire. You know, they play great defense. They don't turn the ball over. And they were able to have an outstanding season. So I congratulate them for their season, and we're all excited about advancing. Yeah, they had a tremendous pass rush. We didn't have a lot of run. There wasn't much variety in what we were doing. Our screens didn't seem to work especially well either, but Eli just hung in there and hung in there, and made plays when we needed for him to make them, and displayed the kind of leadership that he's shown all year long. They have grit now. They battle. They're battle tested. We've had 5 straight single elimination games, and somehow, some way, we've scratched our way into finding a way to win. And we prepare well. The guys really do know what's at stake. I think the veteran guys really help our younger guys in that regard. And we'll have to do a lot of teaching from this point on, too, with these youngsters, because I'm sure they have no idea what they're getting into now.
Did you talk about facing the Patriots again, rematch again this season?
Yeah, someone asked me that just a minute ago in there, and I said, I don't know if I'm ready to start talking about that yet, but I'm sure that it'll be tremendous copy for the two of us matching up again, resuming the 2007-2008 battle. But, congratulations to them. I did see the score, and we'll start getting ready for them in a couple of days.
Tom, you get a game like this where you know it's going to be a big mistake. You have trouble moving the ball. You remind your guys, hey, hang tight, and the other guys go for the ball?
We reminded them pretty much the entire week. So for those that I did speak to on the sideline, on certain occasions I would say that, because at the end of the game when we recovered the fumble, there wasn't any question what they would go for there, and I thought the response was very good. But we talked about that all week long. They're a great ball stripping outfit. I think Whitner's probably the best at it, but they all are taught that, and they all do a good job of trying to get the ball out.
You often talk about you might have to get reserve and Miami to take a lot of things. The fact that didn't affect the game at all, how was that?
Well, that's his focus. His focus on what's necessary for us to win, the position that he plays, the fact that he has to make plays and cannot make a mistake in that regard, and still to get back up the number of times that he was hit. It tells you the kind of courage, the kind of player, the kind of focus, the kind of leader that he is, and his performance tonight certainly proved that.
Joined here in the locker by Steve Weatherford, the Giants punter, who had to hold the ball on the game-winning 31-yard field goal. And let me ask you this: what's going through your mind at that situation?
Hey, listen, I just want to do as good a job as I can for Lawrence. He's one of the best kickers in the NFL. He is the most clutch kicker in the NFL. What he's done in his career has spoken for itself, but I had so much confidence. And I just told him before the kick, I'm like, listen, man, just trust me. Keep your head down. And he did, and we did it. I can't believe we're going to the Super Bowl.
All right, so the last 2 years you're with the Jets, and you got to the conference championship, and you lost. You've been to another one with New Orleans, and you lost that one as well. Having gotten let go by the Jets and the Giants bring you in, what does it mean to you to finally get over this hurdle and get to the Super Bowl?
It really feels like I finally have a home, they've really embraced me here. I love playing for Tom Coughlin. Jerry Reese has been great to me. My special teams coach, Tom Quinn, is phenomenal. He's really enabled me to play to my strength, and I think that, I thought we did a great job today. Special teams was fantastic. We were able to create a turnover to get the ball back in overtime, and we're going to the Super Bowl.
That's it. Steve Weatherford's finally going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, let's hand it over to John Schmelk. Another guy who's finally going to a Super Bowl is Chris Canty.
His first ever Super Bowl, Chris Canty. What does it feel like?
Feels pretty good to know that, we're right where we want to be. We've earned the right to go to the Super Bowl. We did it having to go on the road against two very difficult opponents back to back. I'm excited. This football team's excited. We've got one more football game to go.
And this is the type of game I'm sure that you love as an interior defensive lineman. Defensive battle, you grinded it out. What does it say about the character of your team, despite all the punts, all the changes of possessions, you guys stuck with it and won the game?
Well, we knew it was going to be a physical battle. You know, I said earlier in the week that, you know, it was going to be a bloodbath, and, you know, that was true. You know, it was a hard-fought physical game. Took a little longer than 60 minutes this time, but our football team stayed with it. We kept playing, one play at a time. We played together all three phases, and we were able to come into San Francisco and get a win.
How about the job your defense did? You're used to seeing Eli Manning getting the ball back, getting the ball, scoring, winning the game. He had 3 or 4 opportunities, couldn't get it done, but the defense kept getting stops and finally gave him that last chance. Special teams had the turnover to win the game.
Well, we had the confidence in our offense that they would get it going. We just had to continue to fight and give them possessions of the ball. And it turned out Jaquan made a big play on special teams. We had a couple of those tonight, and that was the difference in the ball game.
Niners really couldn't move the ball much there in the second half. What was your defense doing so well that stymied them?
Well, we knew we just had to hit them in the mouth. You know, we had to hit them in the mouth. They pride themselves on being physical. We feel like we're a physical ball club, and we knew that at the end of the day something was going to have to give. And I'm just glad it was the 49ers. I'm glad we were able to come in here and get a win.
Finally, as a member of the Cowboys in 2007, you thought you were the guys that were going to go to Super Bowl 42. This team knocked you off. Now you go in 46, a chance at the Patriots for the second time. What do you think?
Absolutely. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. And I'm just excited about the opportunity. 3 years later, after leaving the Cowboys, I have an opportunity to play in the Super Bowl for the New York Football Giants. I'm ecstatic about it. I'm excited about it, about the opportunity to win a championship.
Chris, congratulations. That's Giants defensive tackle Chris Canty, John Schmelk, Bob Papa here in a raucous Giants locker room. And Bob Papa, are you ready? Bob Papa is not ready. He will have Eli Manning in just a second. When he does, we'll join him at Eli's locker.
Congratulations. How does it feel to going back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it feels great. This is well deserved and hard fought, and going against a great team. They play great football. They play smart, and we just had to be patient. And fortunately, we got a couple breaks, a couple turnovers on special teams that were the difference in the game.
Talk about the touchdown pass to Mario Manningham.
Yeah, just kind of a play we drew up in the dirt a little bit. So thought they might play that coverage. They play on 3rd and long, and just trying to give us something. We're down there. You hate getting down there and having to settle for a field goal. We wanted a touchdown, and so I told Mario to run a little post there, and great catch by him, and hanging in there, getting hit, and holding on to the ball.
What does it say about this team? The profile of this team has been a lot of big passing plays, and today was a day in which you really had to just grind it out.
Yeah, we just had to grind it today. It was raining, it was slippery, and they were getting a good pass rush, and we kept running it. We were throwing it short. Just we knew we'd have an opportunity to hit a couple big plays. It was a deal where you couldn't afford to make mistakes. So you couldn't give them great field position with their offense. That's how they get their momentum. That's how they score points, is by turnovers by their defense. So we knew we had to help out our defense and just be patient and take what they gave us and not make mistakes.
Final question: what's going through your mind as Tynes is lining up for that field goal? Deja vu for you?
A little bit, and I had to delay a gain, and then the timeout, a lot of sitting and waiting there, and then just hoping it was going to go in and have another shot to get to the Super Bowl and see what happens.
Thanks, Eli.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, Eli Manning going to Indianapolis with the New York Giants as they have won the NFC Championship game in San Francisco. This is the second time the Giants have won an NFC Championship game in this building. Of course, the last time was 1990 in what was another thriller on the Matt Barr field goal of 42 yards. This time it's a 31-yarder by Lawrence Tynes that kicks the Giants into the Super Bowl. And another opportunity to bring home a Lombardi trophy. Let's go to John Schmelk is getting blown off by Rich Soybert. Yeah, that's all right. Rich can blow him off. That's okay. Don't say anything. This is live. Richie Soybert, one of the honorary captains for the Giants, and we'll just keep working through the locker room. It's like pandemonium in here at this point, and Victor Cruz is being swarmed. Go grab Kevin Booth.
You got a second for us, brother? Kevin, heck of a job. You fought back. A lot of punts in that fourth quarter in overtime, but your offense finally got in position, got a couple first downs, set up Lawrence Tynes for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was ugly, but sometimes you have to win ugly. And our defense, hats off to them. They kept us in it. There were so many times where we kind of hung them out to dry, but they came through, and we got the big fumble. And Lawrence does what he always does and finishes it off.
Can you just for a second speak to the defensive job by the 49ers in that game? Their front seven gave you guys more trouble than any defensive unit I've seen all season long.
Yeah, they're a tremendous group. We knew that going in, and they definitely validated that today. They're a championship caliber team. We were just fortunate enough to come out with the win today. But they're definitely one of the best defenses I've ever gone against.
What does it say about this team, this group, all the ups and downs this season, that you stuck with it in a game where it was back and forth, and at times it looked a little grim, that you managed to pull out the victory and you're headed to the Super Bowl?
That's the way it's always been for us. You know, we're always confident if the game's in the fourth quarter that we're going to come out on top. Ideally, we don't want to be in those nail biters, but they do happen. And it's just that we've been in so many. I think there's a belief that we're going to come through with the win regardless of the situation.
What is it about Coach Coughlin and the way he coaches your group, the way he addresses you, that gives you that confidence that if you stick to the game plan, do what you're supposed to do your assignments correctly, that you are going to get the victories in the end?
Well, it works. It's proven to work. So, you know, we trust him. We have all the trust in the world in him. And nothing's changed. You know, he makes us mentally strong. He preaches that all the time about mental and physical toughness, and it showed today.
Kevin, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Kevin Booth over to Bob Papa. He's with Antrell Roll.
Yeah, I'm with Antrell Roll. He's walking out. He's got his uniform in his hands. It's all dirty. Talk about going back to the Super Bowl.
You know, it's excellent, man. It's an excellent feeling. You know, we fought hard, man. You know, we fought hard. It's been a long road coming. And, you know, we never counted ourselves out of the fight.
What about the way this team today played a little bit different profile? You guys are used to watching your offense go up and down, and today was just an old-fashioned NFC showdown, wasn't it?
You know, we thought it was about time for us to switch it up. And, you know, we played relentless. You know, we gave a couple of big plays, but, you know, I always tell the guys, you know, you got to have that fight-on mentality, which is to forget it and drive on. And, you know, personally, myself speaking, you know, I give up a play that, which is not, you know, very likely of me, but, you know, I had bad technique, bad eyes, everything that could have gone wrong that play with myself, you know, did. So, you know, I had to keep my head in the game and you know, keep fighting. And this team did an outstanding job fighting offensively, defensively. Special teams came up huge for us, you know, which goes to show that, you know, we need all three phases of the game.
Finally, you believed in this team, even when things were going bad. You were always a voice of being positive. What was it about this team that you liked?
You know, like I said, I feel and I dream deep for this team. And you know, we have great character guys on this team. You know, it's not all about football, but, you know, we have great guys on this team. We have guys that, you know, been going out there and working hard day in and day and night. And, you know, and we put a lot of hard work into this. And, you know, I'm sure every team around the NFL does. So, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, that they're not fighting hard, but like I said, you know, I'm a Giant, and I feel deep for the Giants, and that's the only way I look at it.
Thanks, Antrell. See you at Indy.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it over to John Schmelk with Chase Blackburn.
Yeah, Bob, Chase Blackburn, a guy that was on his couch for about 10 of the 16 weeks of this season, and he's been an integral factor at the end and in the postseason, and now you're headed to the Super Bowl. If I would have asked you this in October, what would have been your reaction?
I'd have been hoping to get on a team in general, hoping that team was pretty good, and with Lord willing, I was able to get on a team that was pretty good, so be back home where I needed to be.
And how satisfying that you did get back with the Giants and you are where you are today?
It's unbelievable, you know. They gave me another opportunity, even though it took some time to, you know, some weeks to get back. That's all right. The Lord gave me another opportunity. The Giants were ones that granted it, and just trying to make the most of it now.
And you've been a big part not only on defense but on special teams, and the special teams came up with those 2 turnovers today that really ended up being the difference.
I know. I wish I could say I was a part of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't a part of those 2. And it was unbelievable. You know, Devin Thomas did a great job being at the right spot at the right time, covering up the ball, getting on it in a hurry. I think it was Jaquan Williams that knocked it out there on the last one. Just great plays, you know, and I try to tell these guys, man, so unbelievable. You know, the rookies, it's unbelievable to be in a game like this, a magnitude to make a play like that. We got one more, and don't take it for granted. We got another one to win.
But you were a big part of the plays on defense. You covered Vernon Davis, had a couple of deflections. Why was your defense able to slow down that 49ers offense the way you did, especially in the second half?
You know, we tried to switch things up. You know, they did get us a couple times at tight end. Vernon Davis did get loose. He's a tough man to cover. You know, he matchup problems. Put him on a corner, on a safety, or on a linebacker, he poses matchup problems. We just had to keep switching it around, doing different things, and try to keep him guessing. And Lord willing, thank God it worked.
Now a little deja vu. Super Bowl 46 looks a lot like Super Bowl 42, doesn't it?
I know it. Good news, you know, it's a matchup that we had before. Hopefully, we'll have the same end result.
Chase, we appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Giants linebacker Chase Blackburn, John Schmelk, Bob Papa. That's right. Here in the Giants locker room, the Giants are headed to Super Bowl 46 as the Giants defeat the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park in overtime on another Lawrence Tynes game-winning field goal. Second time of his career, a game-winning field goal for Lawrence Tynes to send the Giants to the Super Bowl. As he walked around the locker room,